60 minutes packed with the top local stories of the day. We are so happy you're joining us for the debut of our expanded 6 o'clock newscast. Good evening, I'm Yanchi Denise.
And I'm Paula Akana. We're going to start tonight with this, a not-so-warm welcome for hikers at one of Hawaii's most popular trails. A no trespassing sign telling people to go away. KITV4's Lara Yamada joins us now. And Lara, that signage not going over well.
Not so well, Paula. If you've lived here for a long time or even a little while, you've probably heard of the Mariners Ridge Trail, a popular hike with a big payoff in a relatively short amount of time. So when some ominous new signs went up, people started wondering what happened and if it really means to stay out.
First time I've ever seen a sign up.
Nobody in the neighborhood has ever said anything.
A chain cutting through the entrance, a flapping plastic sign says it went up April 5th. Private property, it warns, violators will be prosecuted. The police could get involved.
I've been hiking this trail since I was a little kid and never had any issues with it before. Don't quite understand why they put up a sign.
Around 100 hike Mariners Ridge Trail every day, thousands every month. Tourists, locals, they all know about it.
They advertise it in Japanese magazines.
The trail's in every guidebook. It's a popular trail.
So the signs didn't deter you at all?
It did a little bit. We drove around for a couple of minutes and asked some people walking around in the neighborhood. They all said it was pretty safe.
And that's a remarkable view up there.
Even former Honolulu Mayor Peter Carlisle says it's part of his routine.
As you can see, this sign's been here for quite some time, but everybody we talked to said they thought this sign was for the homeowner over here, not for the trailhead, which starts several steps away. Did you know it was private property?
No, never.
Carlisle lives on Mariners Ridge and says increasingly bad behavior by hikers has residents wanting landowner Kamehameha Schools to do more to keep out the riffraff.
If somebody's got a nice lawn and they've taken good time, you don't use that to rub your dirty feet off if it's stay like that. So there's some people who just aren't being polite, and there's other people who do some things that are outright dangerous, such as going up there and lighting a fire in the middle of the night.
Kamehameha Schools told KITV they've always warned visitors it's private property, but have never arrested anyone, issued a violation or a fine, but are warning to proceed at your own risk.
This is something that can ultimately be resolved, but it's going to take a bunch of heads together trying to figure out exactly what needs to be done.
Now, Kamehameha Schools had this to say tonight. Neighbors have complained for years about trail users who block driveways, use water hoses without asking, leave trash on the trail and in yards, make loud noises, refuse to pick up after their dogs, and even threaten some neighbors. For those and other reasons, the Kalua Nui Trail is not open for public use. Now, the city says because the property is part of a natural resource, it must provide access similar to required beach access. But residents press the school to do more. So let's see what happens next. Back to you guys.